call. We stepping into the future and leading the charge. We only dreaming large, going colossal, impossible's nothing at all. Breaking the boundaries, making them fall, pushing the pathway through the wall, making the world evolve. Better get ready, cause we about to raise the bar. Let's go. This is the moment. And we are the movement. We are the dreamers.
All right now, Candid Conversations. How y'all doing? Hey y'all. As you see, I'm not Kyra. Kyra's not here today. But we still gonna keep on going. Cause we got a doozy for you today. And I can't wait to get into this conversation. But first, Roshawn is not in on today either. They left the deacon unguarded, unattended. They trust me, guys. But they did. She made sure she sent the handler to make sure that we keep a show for next week and we don't get kicked off. So we are going to bring on no other than she was a former co-host who come back for to help out. Let's say hey to Tasha.
Hi.
So she's supposed to be here to make sure that we have that Kyra got a show to come back to next week.
Yes. I'm telling. Okay, I do snitch.
She's a snitch. That's
I am a snitch. That's why you don't see me hanging outside on the block. I'm gonna tell.
that's crazy. I tell you, boy, it ain't good out here. It's hard out here for a pimp.
But what we talking about today?
we are talking about. Let me find the ticker. Make sure I got that up. Is celibacy acceptable in marriage? Come on, somebody.
Woo,
is it okay to be married and be celibate?
So, you know what? Okay, I get it.
You get it? I don't.
Say you married and your partner decides to go on a spiritual thing, and and they got to do it they want to do it for a certain period of time. I get it, but
I think, is it acceptable? That's the question. We're gonna get into that today. We got a video. So we're gonna start with the video, and then we're gonna get into this conversation. But please chime in. Is celibacy acceptable in marriage? I don't know.
Let me text my sisters. Let me. All my sisters married. So let me find.
They probably curse you out like, "What you mean?
Like, what you mean? What we married for?"
So here's the video.
I want to be celibate. Being celibate is more so for clarity. I just want to have understanding. I want to make sure that I'm making the right choices, the right decisions, and I'm not being, brain fogged while I'm being brain fogged.
You want me to fail. So I'm not going to be here dry. Oh, you sound crazy as hell.
No.
You know what?
No, you didn't even let me finish out the plan.
I don't even need to hear nothing else you got to say.
So
just say you don't want to your husband.
I'm talking about
crazy
energy.
as hell. Okay. Well, find you some good energy.
Now, I don't know. I don't quite know enough husbands that would not react the way he reacted.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It depends on the couple, and it definitely has to be agreed on, because you don't want to have to not, do what you need to do with yourself spiritually, and and feel like you are risking a connection with God to satisfy, even though you know the whole. I'm not married, and I don't know how the whole husband thing go. But from my understanding, the husband's supposed to be important or something like that, right? He's
The,
important in the marriage.
right. The parent, is very much important. But if we're gonna go, wait, let me put the deacon hat on. All right. So if we're gonna go spiritually, um, the Bible says
Oh no.
that you're not supposed to deny, that you're not supposed to deny each other.
Hmm.
So even in a time of fasting, there is a need for both parties to be on the same page.
Hmm.
So if we're not on the same page, then you're not supposed to do it. So God is honoring what you are supposed to be or who you're supposed to be to your partner, and you sitting there like, nah, I think we're gonna play this one a little close to the chest. And I don't know if that's a good thing to do.
um, it may, if like say, all right, okay, don't you have a lot of people that feel like their decisions have been compromised by having sex. And you have some people that feel that with, you know, abstaining actually gives some type of power, like it strengthens you somehow. So you have a
Hmm.
person that's looking at it that way. It's almost like, why you can't let me do this for me? Why if we are married, and yeah, you're right, you're not supposed to deny, but isn't it, aren't you still denying your partner if your partner feels like they want to go on this spiritual quest?
I understand what you're saying. I definitely can get that piece of what where you're trying to go. Um, but are you setting up because I'm not gonna we're not gonna make this whole day a biblical thing, but are you as the husband said on the with the on the show, I mean with the clip, you're setting me up for failure. Or for a wife, if it's vice versa, and it's the wife who wants or desires, um the husband wants to be celibate and the wife has to respect it, right? We are still in a place, or we're still setting ourselves up for temptation. You can't
Yeah.
lead not into temptation. That's what the prayer tells us, right? So why set me up to be tempted if we're not on the same page? And then let's really look at this piece, because then it's one sided, because you want me to respect you, but you're not asking me, but you're not trying to respect me and my needs.
But is it a need though? Like,
What do you mean? Is it a need? It's a very
you know,
much a need.
do you really need it? Like,
Yes, we need it. It's literally there's literally a study that goes that says that for men that I wish I had it in front of me, but it's like they had a certain amount of times a month
hmm,
that they're supposed to ejaculate,
yeah, that this is
right?
true.
So it's a
This,
need.
this is.
They tell you that
But what if she takes
if you're
care of
not
him though?
say it again,
What if she takes care of him, but not in the traditional
but that's not
way?
celibacy there. That's not.
So even if she like, that's still, that's out.
It's not out, but that's what I'm saying. There would need to be a conversation, and there would need to be understanding that's put in place already. Like, okay, babe, we may not be able to do this, but we'll do this. But as a husband um who is on his second marriage, um it's been my experience that when wives get ready to make these type of decisions, there's really no compromise. It's really you should respect this.
Oh, well, that's not fair. That's and that's why unfortunately you got to be, as I hear you say a lot, you got to be equally yoked, and it's that's something, because I don't know, cause I would never do that to my partner. It's so hard for me. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't ah that's the only thing. The only other than other than her having, or not even her, it could be the guy. Like there's just something that they feel like they got to work out with themselves, and they're asking their partner, okay, I need you to give me this time to get it together. And how long are they talking about being celibate? That's another thing you gotta.
That's a big conversation. Hopefully it's for a couple of hours because that's the only way I can honestly say I can get behind and support it. Like if you telling me you want to go celibate between the hours of 9 to 5, I'm all for it.
From sun up to sundown.
Not even sun up to sun out, sun down. I want you
I asked my
nine to
partner.
five,
I asked
nine
my
to
partner.
five, because
He said he'll
daylight
be
saving
cool
time
with
is
it.
coming.
My partner said he'll be cool with it, but I gotta have some other things in line. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna be replacing it with.
Right. I don't know what's going to get replaced with. I don't know.
He's like, sure, no problem, but you're gonna have to figure some stuff out.
Mm-mm. Then there's a problem. That's the whole idea. That's why it comes down to being a problem
Uh huh. Uh huh.
because
This
it's really nothing to replace it. How do I replace it? What do I replace this with?
um, I don't, maybe go on the journey with her, or him. You guys do it together. That could be a way.
Yeah, but who is signing up? Who is rightfully signing up for that?
The person who feels, yeah, like I mean, a person could decide to um be celibate for so many reasons.
I
And
agree.
yeah, it could be the guy. You could feel like you losing it for your partner. You just want to take that time to get it straight. You again, like we were saying earlier, because you feel like you want to strengthen your spirituality. Um, you may have to be celibate for health reasons. There's like for instance, when you first have a baby, you can't have sex after you have a baby.
But that's not
Or
celibacy.
it is off. It's not, you're not having sex.
Right, but that's a valid reason.
It, it's all valid. It's just whether you could get your partner to agree with you. I think
Jackie
I
Love
think
said Jackie Love said I'm giving it up, and my husband better not deny me either. That's what I'm talking about, Jackie.
Go ahead, Jackie. I know that's right.
If it's spiritual, then definitely should be respected. But
Right.
that's the conversing with your mate. I don't even know. I think a lot of times we use the spiritual piece as a given or a way to get out, to um get over on the without it being a fair conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want to get out of the conversation or you really don't want to be challenged, all you got to do is tell somebody God said it.
you
Let's be real here. Somebody like, oh well, God told me to do this, and you were like, oh well, I can't. If that's what God told you to do, I got to take my hands off of it. there's no pushback because you're using God. But in reality, even even when even when God even when God sent Jesus to Mary, he
Hmm.
still sent word to Joseph like, "Hey, listen, dog, that female, yeah, she she got something special with her, but I want you to still take her as your wife." So so he respected the husband enough to send word to him like, "Hey, this is what's about to go down." It wasn't he didn't send Mary like, hey Joseph, God told me I'm pregnant with Jesus, but you supposed to still take me. Nah, he sent somebody else. That's not how it worked. I said we be using these excuses because we don't want pushback, but we
Because that,
be
you know, that's really, I mean, there could be some type of trauma, that might have been was buried and somehow uncovered, and now the person isn't feeling a certain way about it anymore.
listen. This is
Me, I,
things
I,
that we need to.
I
These
think
are
he did the.
all things and all good points that we need to have a good conversation with before before we get into marriage. Like these
Yeah,
traumas and things like this, because intimacy is an important piece
yeah,
of
yeah,
marriage.
yeah, yeah. That request could be an indication of a failing marriage.
Right.
Hmm. It could
So,
be. Somebody not happy.
and you telling me we failing. You telling me that you want me to fail.
Hmm.
You want me to
Go on
fall to
outside.
temptation.
Go ahead outside. Go on
Right.
outside.
That's what it sounds like. It's like, oh, okay. And I think that's where the breakdown in communication happens. And that's why I say it becomes selfish
Hmm.
because you're not taking into consideration my needs, but you expect me to respect yours.
Hmm.
And you're
Hmm.
absolutely right. Absolutely right. Celibacy is a part of fasting, but in that, even in celibacy, if you go into the scripture, if you when you say celibacy as part of fasting, it still tells you that you both have to be on the same accord. You cannot go into fasting for anything without first bringing your partner and your partner both agreeing that this is what we're going to do as a unit. That's why it tells us the two shall become one. So
Hmm.
if so, part of me can't say that I'm going to be celibate, and the other part said, "Nah, I'm about to be out here in these streets." The two become one. We both say we're going to do this together. We both say, as a husband or a wife coming in and sharing what her need is, and him respecting that need and say, "Okay, we will do this together." But if
Hmm.
that husband is not on that same page, then you're not supposed to move forward with it.
Hmm. That makes sense. You definitely gotta agree. It has to be a joint decision.
Right.
Hmm.
Because if it's not, there will be a lot of laying of hands.
Somebody ain't getting no sleep.
There'll be a lot of laying of hands while while you sleep.
Ain't nobody sleeping in this house.
If I can't sleep comfortably, if I can't sleep comfortably, we none of us sleeping comfortably. What Soldier Boy say? Do the Superman? Don't wake up and be Superman. you asked for it. Don't wake up. and be, and be Superman because you asked for it. Now, on the other end of it, as a on can celibacy improve a marriage? And I was reading some. I was reading, doing some research, and reading up on some things. And there are times when celibacy is needed, and it can be the better piece of your marriage. It can help your marriage when you are battling with your body, when you are trying to gain or reset and gain control of your body. You've been, you can have traumas where you've been very promiscuous, and now you're trying to use this time to really get a hold of your body now and to really be able to control the urges.
Mm-hmm.
um there are people who deal with hypersexuality,
Mm-hmm.
where their whole process is mental process is about sex. And if I'm trying to get healing from that, even in marriage I realize that, hey, my hypersexuality can be a problem, or is proving to be a problem, and I need to take a moment to reset.
Mm-hmm.
Then that doesn't hurt the marriage more. Then I feel that as a husband or as a wife, we should be willing to do the sacrifice, because it does nothing but offer good things to the marriage, right? Because if something happened to me, I'm in the hospital for a week or two, and you can't get it, then it's not a temptation,
Mm-hmm.
because you have used that time to get your body under control, where you're
Issue.
not having all these urges like, oh, my husband not here, but here come Luke from my past who just wanted to check in. Here come Ronald. Here come Justina. They want to check in from my past, just at that moment of my yearning, and now here I am about to do something and risk my whole marriage. So sometimes I think there needs to be that in-depth conversation, so that
Right.
we can know what the reasoning is and how can I help you, because my job is not only to support but is to cover.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely gotta agree. I
so
mean,
sometimes there is a need for it, even though we may say it's not acceptable. A lot of people say, well, what did I get married for? If I've been abstaining from sex all this time, and then I get married, sex come with marriage. So why should
mhm,
I? But these are the pieces of why the tough conversations need to be had before marriage becomes it comes into the picture. Because if I'm struggling sexually before we got married and did nothing about it, then when I get married, all of a sudden I want to get it fixed, or I want to fix it. That's a problem.
mhm,
We're kind of backwards. Where
mhm.
if I knew I was struggling before I got married, I should have been aiming to fix it then, before
But what if,
going.
but what if you didn't realize? Maybe what if it took marriage? What if it took for you to get married for you to realize you had the problem?
How though?
But because hey, listen, if you were listen now, you mentioned being promiscuous. Now you promiscuous, that means you're from person to person.
Right,
You're not you're not necessarily with that same person over all the time for for the rest of your life.
right.
Promiscuous, you bouncing, but you meet this one person, they knock you off your feet. He proposes, and you know that adrenaline and that whole euphoric moment of the proposal and everything, you're excited. one, after being promiscuous, you actually got somebody that's taking you serious. This man, do you see the kind of life I was living, and you want me to be your wife? Okay, okay. And you get together, and this person is amazing. Okay, you ended up marrying a really good person, and now you have these voices, these little imps that's like, okay, well, you know what? You're only with him for this. You're only with him because of this and that, and it makes you want to go back to your promiscuous ways. But instead of doing that, you just say, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it all out and just I'm gonna clear my mind and just rather than cheat on my husband and go outside, I'm gonna just cut it all out and figure myself out for a second. Because I don't know if anybody thinks like I do, but you're mixing spirits. Each partner that you with, you mixing. So you actually you have to detox.
Okay.
But you don't realize you need that detox until you get married and have to slow down. Because you going from being with four person to just four people to being just one.
Who said you had to slow down? Come on, somebody, touch your neighbor. Touch your neighbor and say, the only time you slow down is to jump off.
I can't. Look at my face. Tell 'em.
Only time you got to slow down to jump off. If you keep if they can meet that need of that for those four people, what's the problem?
I
Don't
don't know. Other
don't
than
come trying to
I
fix.
mean, personally,
Don't
other than a health reason or spiritually, I don't really see. I mean, aside from just really not liking the person you with, and you want to make sure you don't like them,
right. The
but
sign of a selfish person. Some people just like this lady. This lady, she said that she wanted to be
wait.
aware of the energy that enters her. And I'm like, but if he's the only man you sleeping with, you should be aware of the energy that is selfishness. Is the fact that I don't wanna have to give myself to you when you want to or when you desire it. So I need to take a moment to gain back control of me because I've already you have lost yourself when we got married. You supposed to have lost yourself in me.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to lose myself in you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
What?
it's a big deal in marriage because we always start talking about losing ourselves, and then people's like, "Oh my God, I lost myself, and I'm supposed to keep myself, and I gotta," and we say all these, all these stupid sayings that's supposed to make sense, right? Like, "Oh, I gotta, it's about me and all that." No, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about you anymore. No, like it's not about me. It's us. It's about us and us realizing what each other needs, our needs and our wants.
Okay, so why, if that's the case, and you both have to lose yourself, she was given the sex up until that point. I mean, we don't know how long they was married. They could have been married for 15 years.
Right.
They married for 15 years, and she gave herself to him those 15 years.
Right.
Now it's time for him to lose himself. She had to give herself up. Why can't he do the same thing? If that's how it's supposed to go.
But did we talk about it?
That's what they was talking about.
Right. But so why why are you choosing you've been giving of yourself for 15 years and then you want to stop and then I'm
It's
supposed to just be okay. So
it's
so I
something
but I've been giving of myself for 15 years, right? I've been protecting, I've been covering,
you
I've been
still can
risking my life. I've been running down the steps when I hear funny noise down the steps.
You can keep
when
doing that.
when you running your mouth and like I'm gonna get my husband, I'm the one getting out the car to withhold your honor, right? So while you're being celibate, while you're going celibate, is it all right for me to now go celibate as into protecting and covering you?
I don't
No,
know. You
right? So the expectation is that I'm going to continue doing what I'm supposed to do, but then I'm supposed to be understanding because you now don't want to, right?
yeah. Yes. You should. You gotta. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the history of the relationship, and only that's the cool thing about the relationship. A relationship is that don't nobody really know what's going on except for the two people that's in the relationship. They make their rules. They set their standards. Now, I'm sure there's been times she's done things that she didn't want to do, and he's done things that he didn't want to do.
I believe so too.
I think the question should be for how long. Like how long? Like is this something you trying to do indefinitely, or is it a couple of months? Is it only during? Is it during a certain time, or like how long are you trying to do this?
Right. And I'm like I told you, I am with it from 9 to 5. If you need to go celibate Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m., I'm there to support you. I'm rooting you on, and I will do it with you. We will go celibate together.
You most people are celibate from 9 to 5 because they're at work.
Hey,
I can't.
what you do with your 9 to 5
Where's
is I'm
Mrs.
just telling you, I'm available to support.
I can't. You know what? Clutch my pearls.
I am here to support you. Look, Kamisha said, I'm not getting married to be celibate. I can do that.
That, that's true. But that's
I
true.
tell her, Kamisha. Come on, sis. I've been, I done did celibate. I done did abstinence. I done went without. I'm not without anymore. That's what I'm saying. So if you need to, we will do it together. We will fast the same way you fast. At the first of your first fruits, they do from sun up to sundown. We will rock from sun up to sundown. I will be there to support you. 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. But understand that 5:01, that fast will be broken.
Oh,
Come on, touch your neighbor. Tell your neighbor that fast will be broken. Thank you. Glory. I felt him moving. I felt a movement in my down under. Come on, somebody.
okay. What if something's wrong? What if she's not well?
What do you mean?
What if he's not well? We keep thinking it's the woman. What if the man can't do it?
Right. That's why I say either way.
So let me ask you. Say he's not. Say the person isn't celibate by choice. They just can't. Does that
Right.
mean? Does that mean you should leave your marriage?
No, I ain't telling nobody to leave their marriage. I'm saying there needs to be some understanding. and we honestly we got to stand on that understanding. But that comes with it. You understand that when you get married, it's for better or for worse.
Okay. So so your wife wants to be celibate and she doesn't agree to the whole 9 to 5 thing. Are you going to leave her?
No, I'm not. But we're not going to be celibate either.
So what are you going to do? Take it?
We mean take it. It's not. We're nobody's taking anything. But we're
If
not.
she,
If we're gonna,
if she
our marriage
says
is based. Our marriage is based off of respect.
yeah, so she's saying to you that she's to a point in her life where she wants to cut this activity out of it. She don't want it for whatever
Then
reason. She don't want it.
is that is are you respecting me? If our relationship is built off of respect, based off of respect,
Yeah, because she came to you and talked to you about it.
no, it doesn't. Because
So
you're
that
expecting
means
me to you're expecting me to honor and respect how you feel.
right.
But when we walk away, you feel honored and respected. But do I feel honored and respected?
Actually, no one would walk away feeling that way. If you saying, okay, listen, I don't respect this decision you just made, and she's telling you, well, I don't respect how you feel either.
Right. But if okay, so if I secretly say I said, all right, I'm gonna respect how you feel, right? I respect how you feel. You want to be celibate, fine. I'm not okay with it, but that's how you feel. I'm not gonna take your body. You're gonna
Hmm.
you know what it becomes? It becomes
Somebody.
it becomes a unilateral withdrawal.
Hmm.
So I mean you are withdrawing your body from me and I have to just be okay with it.
Hmm.
So where is respect in that?
But it's not actually disrespectful either.
But okay, if it's not respectful, then it's disrespectful.
No,
It's no in between respectful.
but that's the thing. Then that means you both are being disrespectful. But no, if it again, I'm not married, so I don't know the whole vows thing. But forever, you've heard through rich or for poor, through sickness and health. You get married. From my understanding, you supposed to work everything out.
Right.
You get y'all sitting there, you come together saying, you know what, there is nothing that's gonna come between us. So that means if we get into a disagreement, somebody is gonna have to say, you know what, you got that,
Yeah, but
whether they like it or not. Somebody has to be the humble one.
someone does have to be the humble one. But we both should
And
be the humble one. How do we both or how but that's what we said we coming in together and having a conversation. And that conversation is going to be hard conversation with strict dates that says, okay, I'm going to do celibate I'm gonna be celibate. I choose to be celibate from 9 to 5.
you keep saying that. Let's say a year.
Hold
That's
on.
the example I gave my man. I said, babe, if I come to you and I say, I'm gonna strengthen my spiritual thing and gonna we're gonna cut away from that for a year. Now, I told you what his response was. He's like, okay, babe, you're gonna have to figure something else out. But all right, I'm not gonna get in your way of that. But I don't
What
I
is
don't
it? But what's the
man.
figure? Because even that's still a level of respect, right? He's saying I won't get away with that, but you're gonna have to figure. We're gonna have to figure something else out. But what is that other thing to figure out? What is that thing that you can say? You know what? I'm okay with turning this in for that. Because
Mm-hmm.
celibacy counts. Oral counts as celibacy.
Mm-hmm.
Masturbation counts for celibacy. It was all of those things you're now taking off the table. So it's
But
not
the
just
thing,
like, oh,
but that means I don't masturbate. That doesn't mean I can't get him off. I don't let it enter my body. I don't let it affect my body. That's what the whole celibacy thing is. It's all about a connection or a relationship that you're trying to strengthen with your own body.
right.
So if I decide I don't want him to enter it, I could still do certain things for him.
Understand that if we let's remove the pleasure from sex, right? Let's take that piece out of it. Like, okay, understanding that sex is intimacy is a connection.
Hmm.
When you take intimacy out, you're disconnecting.
Hmm. But there's many forms of intimacy.
Right. But one of those forms of intimacy, you're taking away.
Yeah, penetration. That's the
Right.
only thing. Only taking the penetration.
Right. But who said I'm okay with you taking away the penetration? This is the
Listen,
point.
you said you just have to ejaculate. I can make sure you ejaculate. It's just not going to be with my body. It's not going to be with my genitalia. I could get you off. It's just not going to be that way.
See, but I think you're trying. I honestly feel like you're twisting what celibacy is because you're looking for loopholes. Because you're saying, hey, you won't enter my body, but that don't mean I can't give you a good hand job or.
Right. That's
But
what I'm
that's
saying.
not. But celibacy is literally taking up a vow. Celibacy is literally removing yourself from that piece of that sexual piece. So if I remove myself from the sexual piece, that means that I'm not, I'm not giving off, I'm not giving out head to the wife because I'm celibate. That means I'm not giving her I'm not giving her the Speedy Gonzalez fingers because I'm celibate. That means now that means she has to do that for herself. You don't do celibacy. You don't do anything sexual. You're saying I'm not touching this piece because the whole idea is celibacy. I mean, not celibacy. Intimacy is a gateway, right? That means
Hmm.
that there's a fire of desire that I'm lighting,
Hmm.
and any piece of sexual is now adding fuel to that fire. So when I take a vow of celibacy or ask if I when I abstain, I'm not touching that because I'm not trying to fuel that fire. That's why
Hmm.
nuns and priests move
Hmm.
away and stay away from each other. They don't come. They say I'm a nun, but I'm gonna still live on Rosa Parks. They go to a place where that could be taken away. It was like, hey nun, hey sister Mary, hey, you know what? Come here, young man. Got a good handshaking waiting for you. No, that's not happening. You're abstaining from it. So because you're abstaining from
but,
it, there's nothing else
but
I can give you
oh well,
but naked
I
pictures.
don't know. That's as
That's all I can
far
give
as
you.
I'll.
All I can do is sit on the bed naked and you watch from afar and handle your business. But that's still even doing that. I'm still entering into the sexual place that I have already said I wasn't going to be a part of. Your sound went off. Now I'm not connected. Now I'm not connected to you sexually. I'm connected to you mentally. You're back. But now connected. I'm no longer connected to you. Uh, physically. So now there's a mental connection that you're expecting for us to thrive on. But that's only if we both agree. But at some point, you say a year. Now a year may sound like easy. Like yeah, we could do a year, babe, and then you have a rough day one day, come home like, dang, I just need, I need this, mama. Now you're looking at me like, well, come on, babe. You know, I'm doing I'm doing the celibacy thing right now. Now I'm feeling some type of way towards you. Now our mental connection is now being stressed because now I feel some type of way because when I needed you, you could not be there. When I married you to be there, there's a covenant that we came into
Mm-hmm.
that would say when I need you, you're going to be there, and now you're not showing up.
Okay, and I want to show that there is in celibacy, there is something called outer course, but again, that depends on the relationship and what the people in relationship, what they decide, where the person, where you have the option to totally abstain, which, like you said, you don't do anything, or you can engage in outer course where you have manual stimulation, kissing, where you're able to do all of those things. It's just there's no penetration. So when should a couple have a discussion like that, one of the things you want to make sure is what type of celibacy, what route of celibacy are you talking about going? Because if it is inconsiderate if you're talking about completely abstaining from it for an extended period of time. You can't do that. Your marriage will lose all of its intimacy. And yet somebody is going to cheat. They definitely gonna have a work wife or work husband. That is gonna go down.
So let me ask you this: is because we said is unilateral withdrawal, right? So is unilateral celibacy, because that's what it is. You're withdrawing from me, even though I
Mhm.
want you. Is that a form of is that it could that be is that considered a form of manipulation?
If I'm with No, I don't think so. I actually see it more of I see it as a disconnect. That's it. I when a person to say is spiritual, but to decide to do something like that without your partner is usually rooted
Manipulation.
from an issue that was in the.
Right, but it's a form of manipulation. It's a form of control. You're trying to control the situation.
Mhm.
I'm controlling what happens in this marriage. I'm controlling what happens within our relationship. It's a form of control.
Depending on the person. If
The
it
person,
depends
because it
on
can happen on men on either side, man or woman.
it depends on the person because that I don't I've come across so many people that were celibate and they were single. So I can't say it was there had anything to do with manipulation. They were single people and they weren't doing it for whatever reason. They just weren't doing it. So I think it
Okay,
depends on it's so many reasons why.
so let me hit you with this on the other end of it though. So is marriage is expecting sex in marriage, is that a form of entitlement?
Yes. Cause you feel like we're supposed to be doing this because we're married. Even though I mean there is something we expect to come with marriage, but we expect it to come. we expect it to be a part. And people, everybody, you make the rules to your marriage.
Right. I'm
My
glad you
marriage.
said that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So if we make the rules to our marriage, right? So
Uh-huh.
me and Tasha are married, and Tasha comes to me saying she wants a spiritual enlightenment,
Hmm.
right? Hey babe, I just need some spiritual enlightenment. I'm thinking about um celibacy. I need to, God has awakened my eyes, and I really need to zone in here.
Hmm.
Are you now giving me permission to seek out that need from someone else?
You asking me?
Yes,
He can. He
because that's
can.
not cheating. When
Because
once you
see,
agree to
because
it,
yeah, it wasn't because one, that's a decision that I made for me, and it would be unfair for him. We can go find it together. I would rather go find it. You know what, babe? I'm gonna do this with me. So we're gonna have to go. We're gonna go to Maryland. We're gonna find you somebody. we could we could bring her over whenever, you know. But yeah, but then then that's gonna be something we're gonna have a whole nother set of rules too and everything. But me,
come on,
because
Ray.
I am a spiritual person and that is important to me, I would give him that option. I was, I because I would feel like I have to do it for myself.
Hmm.
And I'll give him a time frame. I would hope it wouldn't be that long because I don't think I would dedicate myself to anything for my whole life. So I know it won't be forever.
Right.
If he can't wait, he has a pass for me.
Chime in, audience. Chime in, audience. Let me see these clients. Are you giving, if you are on your spiritual path and celibacy is your portion, are you that now saying it's okay for your significant other to seek out that need from someone else?
Uh,
I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments.
I want to hear what Kamisha say.
Right. Where you at, Kamisha? Come on back. If you left, somebody call her. Tell her to come on back and answer this question.
She gonna be
But we
funny.
already know Kamisha's answer. Kamisha's not. She
Well,
says she's not even using celibacy.
she's not doing it in
Celibacy.
the first place.
That's not her portion. God has not instructed her to put the penis down when she just picked it up in her marriage. We have already gotten there. What about you, Ray? Talk to me, Ray, because Ray believe he agrees with the whole spiritual enlightenment, and if there's something spiritually that you need to do,
Mm-hmm.
let me
Mm-hmm.
let me hear it. Let me hear it. Whoever else may be out there. I would love to hear this. If my wife is on, I would love to hear this. My friends at work, if you're on, I would love to hear. I would love to hear you say it for you to hear what you have to say about this. If we choose, if you chose to be celibate in your marriage, are you now giving your significant other permission to seek it out someplace else? Tasha already said yes. Matter of fact, Tasha said we'll go shopping together.
Yeah, yeah.
She said, "Baby, get your bag. We gonna go. We gonna go get you a cute one.
We going whole hopping.
We gonna get you a cute one for your betterment. That's what we gonna do."
Nice and healthy. We're gonna get a nice and healthy. That's right. It's I mean, get married. That's what you have to do. You make that
Right, but that's
decision.
what I think. But I honestly believe if I had to be celibate, if something happened to me, and sickness caused me celibacy, I would have to be okay with giving my wife that go. Like, hey, listen, you, because nobody wants to be, even though I know you want to honor what we have established, and I would love that, and I will love and adore that, but understanding that that's imprisonment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
to you are good and you are healthy, and now you're saying, you know what? Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
I think that's selfish.
Yeah, that's selfish. I'm I'm not selfish.
Right, is your sir selfish? Will he be able to say that he would go shopping with you and say, "Hey, get you a good one because I want you to be
I,
happy"?
I told you what he said.
No, I'm talking about,
So
but if it was the opposite way around, would he
yeah,
be okay with going out and tell you to get your coat and go find you a young
you know,
stallion?
but here's the thing about me. If something, especially if it's his health and something he has no control over, let me tell you something, Deacon. If I go tomorrow, I don't owe my shorty do I don't owe her nothing.
Mhm.
I can actually stop. I don't have to look for anybody else. I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah. So he wouldn't have to worry about that from me. But I
right,
know
but
that he's a man, and I know that ejaculation is it's important for your health. So I would if I decide to do that, I would have to figure something out for him. But me,
wives
I can.
understand that ejaculation is important to our health.
Yes, it is. It's for a man. Yes, it is important for you. It's very unhealthy for you not to. So I can go without. He can't.
So we have to do better. Have to do better.
Plus, he a good guy. He deserve it when he want it. Why not? And
See,
then I'll still do stuff for him even though ain't nothing gonna happen. Just to make him feel like he a man. You
see,
still a man, baby. You still my baby. I don't care.
they need more like you. They need more like you. As we we come down and we are wrapping up with our final thoughts, Tosh.
Um, Marriage. You guys are a team, and decisions that you make, do it together. That's it. That's
And I'm
it.
gonna take what she said, a piece from what she said. It said, "Do it together." For those in the back, do it together. Unfortunate when we have to do it by ourselves.
Oh man.
So let's do it together.
Kyrie will get us. 'Cause she
shout out to uh shout out to our our one of our hosts who have guest hosts to come on. They have let's unpack that. She's bringing it back. It's coming back this Friday
okay.
on IG. Let's unpack that. So when we get off of here, hop on IG and follow her. Follow the podcast. Let's unpack that. All right.
Mhm.
Um, this was a great conversation. Kyra will be back next week. Roshan, I think he'll be back from his vacation next week. But I'm gonna take a vacation because everybody else took one, so why not? Like this is. So until next week, remember, let's get back to family
Get back to family.
and stay on top
Especially
of them.
time like now. But
Roshan always said it, so we're gonna keep it going. Let's get back to family. You don't want to lose your marriage. You want to keep your marriage strong, and
Mhm.
you don't want anybody secretly not liking them or hating each other because you want me to respect you, but in respecting you, I feel less respected.
Mhm.
So there's always an answer. There's always a way. We just have to be willing to explore the way. And until then, we'll check you next time.